they have a tremendously awful bullpen. Okay, it's just terrible. And in the eighth inning in particular, their ERA is close to 9 in the eighth inning. They can't seem to get to their closer, even though they have 3 really quality starters. You know about Strasburg, Scherzer, and Patrick Corbin. This is kind of a wacky idea, would you consider going with an opener, which has been a new thing, to get those terrible guys out of the bullpen, just get them out of the way early to then get to your horses? Like, what would you do if you have an ERA of 9 in the eighth inning and just a bullpen that is historically bad?
Well, that's a great point, and certainly I think all options should be on the table, although I think it'd be very hard to do an opener when you have such high-profile starters. You know, Max Scherzer. I think the opener's more for your your fourth or fifth spots. If you have weaker starters at the back end of your rotation, you want to try to limit the times through the order that your lesser starters have to do. Have to face the hitters, especially that third time through the order, which is what all the numbers are pointing to nowadays. So I don't know if you could do an opener strategy with such high-profile starters, and maybe on the back end of the rotation, but I think it just shows you how important the overall depth of a bullpen is nowadays. And most teams, even the Yankees, if you look at the Yankees, they have 3 or 4 closers. They've given a lot of money to build their bullpen. And Chapman at the end, and Britton, who's a closer, who they gave a big contract to, Ottavino. Their GM really, Brian Cashman, really put that as front and center, that we need a deep bullpen. And there's nothing worse when you get derailed. You're right. When it's the 7th or 8th inning and you've got a lead and you end up blowing the game, that's the most demoralizing thing for a team to go through.
Yeah, I mean, Max is having not as great a year as in the past when you look at his ERA, but they've won 2 games that he started. It's ridiculous.
Yes, it is. He's obviously pitched much better than his record would indicate at that point. And he's had such an unbelievable pace. The bar he set is so high that even if he's off his pace a little bit, he's still one of the best pitchers in the game. So without a doubt, it comes down to support. Not only offensive support and bullpen support, but defensive support as well. So, it is. I think the Nationals are a little bit of a mystery with all that talent. They have great young players, young players that have come up, Soto and Robles. I mean, you have to feel good about the future in terms of their position players. But yes, it is a mystery that their bullpen hasn't been able to figure it out as of yet.